It could be easy to get carried away daydreaming about visiting Reunion, but tourists must be prepared for the terrifying realities of this pristine locale. First off, it is home to one of the most active volcanoes in all of the world. The island also has the distinction of being one of the leading islands in terms of annual rainfall in the entire world, and is often the victim of violent tropical cyclones. Lastly, Reunion is known for having one of the largest and most vicious populations of sharks. The shark attacks have become so bad that the French government has forbidden surfing around the island. Despite this, there are still around half a dozen people who meet their demise every year from shark attacks.
So it's really cool except for the volcanoes, hurricanes, flooding, and man-eating sharks that just like are around there. Totally, yeah, let's sign me up. Let's go, guys. Freaking WestJet myself right on over there. Reunion. Very interesting, very dangerous.
The Marshall Islands are a series of atolls and islands that lie east of Guam. The most famous of these islands is that of Bikini Atoll, which, although small, helped shape history. What was once a beautiful tropical locale is now a radioactive wasteland, as Bikini Atoll was one of the main sites at which the United States military tested nuclear weapons. Though the island had a small indigenous population, they were all relocated to a nearby island in 1946, before testing commenced. The island has remained abandoned to this day, aside from researchers studying the effects of radioactivity.
Wow, that sucks, guys. So not only did we straight up relocate people from their homes, like forcibly remove them from this island, but we just annihilated what is a very beautiful island. Why would we do that, folks? Like, you know, let's go and annihilate like the desert or something. Nobody's gonna go to the desert. Why would we do it to this beautiful, what I'm assuming is like Caribbean island that we could vacation at? That is poor planning, folks.
Gruinard Island is another one of Scotland's treacherous isles. This hauntingly bleak-looking island was once home to some of the most extreme biological weapons testing of the 20th century. The British Army peppered and doused the islands hundreds of times with weapons like chlorine gas and anthrax. The anthrax in particular had a permanent effect on Gruinard, as it soured the soil and decimated the entire indigenous animal population. The island remains a wasteland, and only sanctioned government researchers are allowed to visit it, and they must wear hazmat suits from the moment they step on the island until they leave.
Wow, literally just like a floating death. That's what this thing is, guys. It's like we decided we were gonna kill this thing so bad that, you know, 30 years later, it will still kill things if you go on it. Why are we doing that to these beautiful islands, folks? Again, like this should be like top 10 areas of the desert that we screwed up, you know, like not top 10 beautiful Scottish isles that we decided to annihilate. This is just stupid.
The Ularu Climb closed for good. It was a joyous day for the Anangu people, who have long asked tourists not to climb this sacred site. That's not the only reason to celebrate. The walk can be scary, with dozens getting killed since the 1950s. The high temperatures in the area, which can reach 47 degrees Celsius in the summer, means visitors have passed from dehydration and other heat-related issues. A safety chain was installed in 1966 after 2 people were killed 2 years earlier. 37 people have been killed climbing this since 1950. The last as recently as 2018. This is one place that seems like it was a good idea to close down.
Yeah, for real, guys. It's like, people keep climbing this and people keep dying. Maybe we shouldn't have them climb it anymore, folks. Or if you are gonna climb this thing, maybe come prepared with supplies, like dehydrating yourself. It's like, dudes, just bring a lot of water. Like, it looks like you're in Australia right now, guys. Like, this looks pretty damn hot, and you're climbing this freaking, like, cliff mountain thing. Maybe pack accordingly.
With the nickname Gate to Hell, it makes sense this place is pretty much closed off. The deadly vapors that still waft out of this gate to hell were once used in ancient rituals to the gods of the underworld, and still claim the lives of unfortunate birds who get too close. Known officially as Pluto's Gate, the archaeological site in southwestern Turkey was discovered in 2013. The site matches closely the description of the temple to the underworld that disappeared in the 6th century. You could even see the cave's lethal properties during the excavation. Several birds died as they tried to get close to the warm opening, instantly killed by the carbon dioxide fumes. Must have been a sad
sight. Eh? That's crazy, guys. It's like, that's just a full up natural thing. Like, we didn't cause that at all. That's just the earth being like, here, like, die, like here's some death, just a little bit of death. We're just gonna like fart this like carbon dioxide out for you guys. Like don't get anywhere near this. It's like we just call this like Pluto's gate. Meanwhile, the Earth is just like tooting over here and like letting off some steam. Yeah, I guess like stay away from Pluto's gate, guys. But I wonder what this society was that was here for a while. Like they must not have done super well if you know, like literal poisonous gases are being released all the time and like they're just living here. It's kind of stupid.
The Bhangarh Fort is considered one of the most haunted places in India. There are signs everywhere prohibiting visitors from visiting there after dark. You must leave at sunset and return at sunrise, or something bad might happen to you. There are several old myths surrounding what happened to Bhangarh Fort. There are some newer legends also, several of which involve fatal accidents taking place at the fort. Spirits are rumored to roam the fort at night, and people have reported hearing very strange noises, a feeling of being watched, and that the air feels very heavy. Archaeological Survey of India banned visitors from entering between sunrise and sunset, but people still spend the night to see what kind of adventure awaits.
Wow, they literally had a group ban people because it was that serious. That's kind of crazy actually, you know, because like you have your urban legends and it's just like word of mouth, but when you have an actual reputable group like that, which I imagine they are a reputable group like that, straight up ban people from going there overnight, that's when you start to wonder, guys, like what the hell actually went down here? Why is it like this? Why is it so haunted?
Poveglia is a small island with a history of hundreds of years of suffering. Early on, its residents would often have to flee to escape attack. Then, starting in 1776, Poveglia was used as a quarantine station for plague victims and sufferers of other diseases before becoming a mental hospital in 1922. The island has been vacant since the insane asylum closed in 1968, despite efforts in recent years to lease it as a luxury vacation spot. But don't be fooled. Rumors claim that as much as half the soil on Poveglia contains human remains, left behind by the more than 160,000 sick people who died there.
Holy crap, guys. Yeah, I'm not going to be vacationing there anytime soon. One thing I do wonder though, and I know that they were talking about that, like this is a very small place, like we can kind of understand how many people died here, how many remains are here. Like, did somebody die where I'm standing right now, like 100,000 years ago? Like, did that happen? Or like over there, or over there? Like, we've been around for so long. So many people have come and gone. It's just like, sometimes I wonder, it's just like, did somebody die here so long ago and like, I don't even know it? Am I just living on top of a dead person? Like, I have no idea, guys. Obviously they know on that island, but like, that's kind of creepy, you know?
When Hurricane Katrina hit in 2005, it had a detrimental impact on New Orleans, submerging roughly 80% of the city, including the local Six Flags theme park. It has stood abandoned ever since. The damages caused by Hurricane Katrina were just too extensive to be worth repairing, and Six Flags' lease on the property was terminated when the company went bankrupt. The Industrial Development Board of New Orleans currently owns the site, but has not redeveloped it yet. They're just waiting for the right project, I guess. Today, the 142-acre park sits in ruins and is getting slowly taken over by nature. It's overgrown with plant life and infested with wild animals, including alligators.
I've also heard too, and she didn't even mention it in this clip, guys, like it is full up haunted. In fact, I think I was talking to you guys about this on this channel like a few videos ago about it being haunted, about how like there's a few different ghosts there and like people have been like seeing them for a while now, ever since it closed down. Very, very scary. Clearly something is going on here. We got nature, we got alligators, and we also got ghosts, guys, so stay away from that Six Flags.
Centralia has been on fire for decades. Yes, you heard me right. On fire. The blaze began in 1962 with a trash fire in a strip mine beneath the town. That unassuming little flame ignited an eternal hellish blaze that burns underground to this day. And each year, it grows by 75 feet in every direction. The town has been barricaded from the outside to prevent people from driving onto the collapsing roads, which are a danger even on foot. Sinkholes constantly and randomly appear, eager to swallow unsuspecting victims. And where there aren't sinkholes, there are random spurts of smoke that can kill you upon inhaling the fumes.
Where the hell is this? What the heck? I have never heard that before ever, guys. There's just a city that's full up on fire right now. We had to just literally abandon it. Like, why don't we put it out, guys? And how is it underground? I don't understand. How is it underground that it's on fire? Like in tunnels? Or like, wouldn't that go out? Is there enough oxygen down there? That's crazy, guys. I actually am gonna need to look into that one after this video.
In 1981, a mystic guru guy from India known as Bhagwan Shree Rajneesh bought 65,000 acres of land just 18 miles outside Antelope. It wasn't long before thousands of his followers had infiltrated the town of Antelope with their cultish ideals and eventually even voted to rename the town after Rajneesh. Members of the cult began poisoning everything from restaurant salad bars to water supplies of nearby towns and even Portland and Salem. They also tried to murder several public officials. A global manhunt eventually collapsed the cultic commune, but needless to say, the town of Antelope never quite recovered.
Yeah, no kidding. We just had a bunch of like poisoning people over there, just like trying to kill people. Not cool, guys. Not cool. You know, you can make your town of Antelope and like hang out and stuff, but the second that you start trying to kill salad bar people and city officials and other things, that's where we gotta draw the line, guys.
Pine Gap is the commonly used name for a U.S. satellite surveillance base and Australian station approximately 18 kilometers from the town of Alice Springs. The site is filled with large-looking golf ball-type buildings which conceal and protect satellite dishes. They're believed to control spy satellites about 36,000 kilometers above the Earth. High levels of secrecy and much American control were stamped in the operation of its early years. Australian governments have been largely left about what actually goes on there. Even former prime ministers were left in the dark on some matters.
How is that allowed, guys? Like, how is America allowed to do that and like kind of put their secret base on your soil, you know? Like, that I don't really understand. I know that you guys are friends, I know you're allies and stuff, but I've never really understood that, where it's like, if I was gonna have like a super secret satellite base and like that was gonna be mine and I'm America right now, I'd be like, all right, boom. It's directly in America, like right in the center. Nobody's gonna get to it, but they put it in Australia, so kind of weird. Also very scary too. I don't know what the heck is going on in those freaking golf balls. But anyways, guys, those were some 10 scary places that nobody is allowed to enter. A lot of islands on this list, guys. For a second there, I thought we were just gonna be exclusively islands, but no, there was some other things in there as well. Comment down below what you thought about this whole list, the craziest place that you've ever been to that you probably shouldn't have. Hit the like, smash the subscribe. I've been your host, Nicholas Playlog, and I'll catch you next time.